Death is a word we rarely say out loud, especially when it involves those we love. But ignoring it doesn't make it go away. And for older adults, particularly seniors over 70, the body often sends subtle, yet unmistakable signals that life is preparing to slow down, and sometimes, to end. These signals aren't always dramatic. They don't come with flashing lights or loud alarms. Instead, they arrive quietly: a slight change in appetite, a shift in mood, a new fragility in walking, or a sense of emotional withdrawal. And the heartbreaking truth is, in nearly 99% of seniors who are approaching the final stage of life, these 4 warning signs appear, and far too often, they go unnoticed. This video isn't about fear. It's about awareness. It's about giving families a roadmap, so they can recognize the signs, show deeper care, and offer peace and dignity to those they love. Whether you're caring for an aging parent, working in a healthcare setting, or entering your own elder years, this knowledge is something every human being deserves to have. Let's walk through these 4 signs together. They may be difficult to hear, but they might also be the most important signs you'll ever learn to recognize. Warning sign number 1: sudden or gradual loss of appetite. One of the earliest and most telling signs that a senior may be approaching the final stages of life is a significant change in appetite, usually a noticeable decline. This isn't simply eating less. It's a broader shift: no longer feeling hunger, pushing food away, skipping meals, or feeling full after just a few bites. Even favorite foods might lose their appeal. Why it happens? As the body begins to shut down, it starts conserving energy. Digestion requires a lot of effort, and when the body senses that life is nearing its end, it redirects energy toward more essential processes. Also, the sense of taste and smell often fade with age, reducing the pleasure of eating. Medications and chronic illnesses like cancer, dementia, or heart failure can also suppress hunger. What to look for? Refusing to eat meals regularly. Only drinking liquids or avoiding solids. Letting food sit untouched. Complaints of nausea, bloating, or difficulty swallowing. Emotional impact. Families often feel anxious or helpless when a loved one stops eating. The instinct is to push food, beg, plead. But it's important to understand that forcing food isn't always helpful, and can sometimes cause discomfort. What you can do: focus on comfort, not calories. Offer sips of water, juice, or broth. Provide favorite soft foods; even a bite or 2 can be meaningful. Sit and eat with them, even if they don't join. Warning sign number 2: sleeping much more than usual. The second most common and misunderstood sign is a dramatic increase in sleep. Seniors in their final months, or sometimes even weeks, may begin to sleep 16 to 20 hours a day, with only brief moments of wakefulness. Why it happens? This happens because the body is tired, deeply tired. The physical effort of staying awake, talking, digesting, or even breathing can become exhausting. Organs are slowing down. Blood circulation decreases. The brain may not receive the same level of oxygen it once did. Sleep becomes a natural retreat. What to look for? Difficulty waking up in the morning. Falling asleep during conversations. Long afternoon naps turning into all-day rest. Less and less interest in activities or visitors. Is it reversible? In some cases, yes. Temporary illnesses like infections, dehydration, or medication side effects can cause excessive sleepiness and may be treatable. But if no clear cause is found, and sleep increases progressively over time, it's often a sign the body is slowly shutting down. How to respond? Let them rest without guilt; their body is asking for it. Use moments of wakefulness for meaningful connection. Speak softly when they rest; hearing is often the last sense to go. Don't wake them unnecessarily; peaceful rest is not a sign of suffering. Warning sign number 3: social withdrawal and emotional detachment. Perhaps the most painful sign for family members to witness is this: the senior starts to emotionally withdraw. They stop talking as much. They don't call family back. They might not respond with the same enthusiasm or even seem confused about who people are. Why it happens? This can be caused by several factors. Cognitive decline, such as dementia or brain oxygen loss. Depression or resignation. The body's natural shift inward, preparing for emotional closure. For many, this is a spiritual transition. Conversations become quieter. Memories may fade. Even long-time hobbies and interests may suddenly seem meaningless. This isn't rejection, it's a form of letting go. What to look for? Refusing visits or social events. Lack of interest in TV, music, or reading. Saying things like, "I'm tired of this," or "I've had enough." Less eye contact, more silence. What to do? Be present, without pressure. Offer quiet companionship, sit beside them, hold their hand. Avoid pushing them to engage, instead, honor their silence. Listen closely if they do speak. Many express emotional truths at this stage. Warning sign number 4, physical changes in breathing, skin, and movement. As the body nears its final chapter, there are clear physical changes that become visible, often in the last days or weeks of life. Breathing patterns change. There may be long pauses between breaths, shallow breathing, or what's called Cheyne-Stokes respiration, a rhythmic pattern of deep and shallow breaths with pauses in between. This can look alarming but is common and not painful. Skin and circulation. You may notice cold hands and feet. The skin may take on a bluish or pale tone, especially around the nails and lips. This is due to reduced blood flow. Body posture and movement. Seniors may become too weak to sit up, walk, or even lift their head. They may prefer lying still for long periods, and even turning over can become difficult. Other possible changes. Incontinence, loss of bladder or bowel control. Decreased urine output. Changes in pupil size or eye movement. How to respond. Keep them warm with soft blankets. Use gentle repositioning to avoid bed sores. Speak gently, even if they seem unresponsive. Call in hospice or palliative care if not already present. Conclusion: what these signs really mean. These signs are not signs of failure. They are not a result of you doing something wrong. They are the body's way of slowly preparing for rest. The truth is, death is not just a moment. It is a process. A natural, deeply personal, and often peaceful process when supported with love, dignity, and understanding. As painful as it is to witness, knowing what to expect can help you stay grounded. It allows you to be present, not in panic or denial, but in compassion and peace. It gives you the power to say goodbye properly, to hold hands without fear, and to walk beside your loved one as they transition with grace. Folded hands final. If this video helped you understand what might lie ahead for a loved one, or even yourself, please consider doing the following. Like this video so others can discover it. Share it with someone who may be caring for an elderly parent. Comment below if you've experienced any of these signs with someone you love. And remember, awareness is love. Knowledge is power. And understanding the end of life makes every remaining day that much more meaningful. Stay kind, stay present, and thank you for watching.